I have been in so many guilds where I'm like, oh, I'm just gonna be a healer, or I'm just gonna be a tank. I'm just gonna do that, and then I think you know
long.
me. I'm just too much of like an OCD person to let processes go forward and be like, why is this chaos? And then I always end up becoming an officer, and then people leave.
And what did you look for in guild members when you recruited for your guilds?
Well,
yo, Red XC Slayer, hello again, welcome back.
I am one of those elitist people. I'm unfortunately.
You're so toxic.
I know.
Margaret.
I'm unfortunately because all the guilds that I've really been in growing up, maybe not so much now. I feel like might be more casual. No, I don't know. But previously, when I've always played, I've always just wanted to be world first, right? Like be the best on the server, be the best guild on the server. I've always been in like the top guild or the second to top guild. And so from my perspective, I'm always looking for people with high attendance, people who meet our criteria in regards to like damage or healing or whatever it might be. And then obviously just people who can follow directions, because that is like the worst thing to be in a raid with people who just like are not paying attention. And then obviously, you know, being able to hear and speak is, or be able to like communicate,
be on
I guess.
Comms.
Yeah, some form of communication, whether that's text or voice or whatever it might be. Discord. We try to accommodate for all people, but you know, you need to be able to do the things.
I always used to have like, so in my guild that I led for, gosh, I don't know, 16 years, 17 years almost.
Yeah.
Across many MMOs. I would just recruit based off of like personality, but I would have like contingents within the guild that were very elitist or were more casual or were like, you know, crafting and farming and that kind of stuff. And I wanted everybody, but if they were like an elite kind of, you know, wanted to do world first and that kind of stuff, they would be delegated off under a particular officer into a different exactly. And that would be like our strike team, right? They would be like, you'd have to have different types of tryouts to get into those departments, we would call them, essentially.
Hey, I mean, that works too.
Really
I think people do all kinds of things. For instance, when it came to like PlanetSide, for instance, so that was a little different. We definitely wanted as many people, but we had departments, right? We had like our air.
Guys, this is how our guild is gonna be, okay? Whether you guys are interested in joining our Ashes of Creation guild or not, doesn't matter. Still come over to our Discord, come hang out. That's where you can like message me the quickest, I feel like. Anyway, we're gonna have a pirate marauder guild, okay? We're gonna have 8 different officers or like guild leaders for every single class. Okay, so each officer is gonna be in charge of their class. So the ranger officer will be in charge of all the rangers in the guild. And then he can divide up the ranking order and stuff like that. Obviously, because I'm a small fry and I don't have like a spurg load of people like that are gonna join this guild, we're gonna be pretty chill and relaxed. Like, sure, we'll try to be competitive, but I think we're just mainly going for fun content. Like, we just want to be able to do some of the hardest content, but we're not gonna be like super like butthurt if we don't get world first or something like that.
Our armor, our infantry, and even within those we had like very specific things that they were doing. So I can see that working. I think it just depends on like what type of guild you want, right? I always focused on like that end game raiding content for me. So I just wanted like a tight-knit crew that got shit done, I guess is the best way to put it. Did you have like a membership process? So for instance, like they had to apply first and then they had like a little trial period.
So what would happen is usually either a recruiter who was reaching out or applicants that would want to join, you know, saw us on the server or whatever, they'd have to submit an application, fill out a form on our website, right? And then one of our recruiters would kind of, based off of their interests in the game, would assign them to a particular officer of one of the departments, and then they would go through that department's interview process.
Steven's like running a company.
I know.
Holy cow, that is intense. Yeah, to apply to our guild, you just send me a message on Discord. I mean, we're not big enough or intense enough to warrant a whole website. Did you play New World? Yeah, I did. I played New World.
I think I'm bad.
Like, for example, one of our coders, Alex Cadoli, he was one of my commanders, and he led the mercenary team, which essentially would like go out and seek like services from other guilds out on the server that needed either help escorting their trade runs or participating in sieges and helping along those things. So he would like be an outreach person, talk to other guild leaders, and he would recruit people that was like, you know, that were typically ready at any given moment to participate in those types of events. And he would put them through like PvP kind of testing and fighting the leaders and the officers and stuff. And then based on that, they would get initiated as a recruit and then eventually become a member. And then they could see opportunities as a sergeant or an officer. But I mean,
keep in mind, Steven's guild was massive. So that's why they needed that much structure in order to keep chaos from ensuing.
I think we had like 17,000 people in the guild at one point. So there's a lot of people.
And I'm over here with like, we've got like 40, 50 people.
The only guild experience I have is in World of Warcraft, and I feel like it's a little different than his massive setup. Maybe it's because in World of Warcraft right now, I feel like guilds are less active than they were back in the day. Yeah, like back in the day, guilds were so big, but I feel like today, now guilds are more just like, hey, we're a group of people and we want to do content together, which is okay, but there's not a whole lot of communication between guilds. There's not like guilds sabotaging each other, and I think that's one of the things I'm most excited for when Ashes of Creation. I've never been in a guild. Well, Red X Sea Slayer, come join our guild on Discord. We're setting it up so that when Ashes come out, we'll have like people to play with and be able to do some harder content pretty early in the game. Yeah, in Ashes of Creation, Steven was saying that each server will only have about 10,000 people. I mean, that's a lot. Like, it's not only 10,000, but you're not going to have some massive Eve like guild that has 1,000+ members. I think they're going to have smaller sets. They're going to have several hundred members, but they're not going to be massive ones. At least that's my understanding. I might be wrong on that. They're really going for having more guild to guild interactions and politics and sabotages, because it's open world PvP, right? Like, yes, there's corruption and that's a different topic, but yeah, I think guilds are going to be super important.
We're going off on a
I
tangent.
love those discussions. I love the guild discussion. Sorry, I took us off on a tangent.
No, it's okay. I like chatting about it too, but I think me and you could talk about just game stuff.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you can set up a caravan and transfer a huge load of goods. Or you can do a whole bunch of small trips just on foot with your character, right? Load up your character, run. But because it's open world PvP and caravans are part of the PvP, like, it'll be really interesting to see the guild dynamics with that. Like, our guild, we're going to be a pirate sort of mercenary guild, so a lot of guilds are going to hire us to like protect their caravans or to attack other people's caravans.